morning, dear student. I am Rupak Shah from the Millennium School, South City. Today I will be taking you lecture number 9 for the chapter motion. Dear student, I hope you have understood the equation of motion. And before we start for today's session, we'll have a small recap what you have studied in the last time. Last time you have studied about the equation of motion, and there are the three popular equation of motion. V is equal to u plus at, which is known as first equation of motion. Second is called S is equal to ut plus half at square. And third is called V square minus u square to 2s. And in the last lecture, we have already studied how we are going to prove them by graphical method. And it's my suggestion that all the equation of motion should be learned by you and practiced enough about its derivation, because these questions are very favorites during the examination, and these questions are coming very frequently in the examinations. So have enough practice, and if you have any doubt, any queries regarding all these things, please contact us and tell us that we will be taking these topics whenever we feel that it can be taken during the revision time. So today we are now coming to the last topic of the chapter, that is called uniform circular motion. I hope the uniform motion is clear with everybody. What is uniform motion? Uniform motion if the body covers equal distance in equal interval of time. So we are going to add this word circular with it. If a body covers equal distances in equal interval of time in a circular path. So if it is not moving in a straight path now, if it is moving in a circular path, then it is known as uniform circular motion. So uniform motion is added with the new word called circular, because it is moving in circular path. So this diagram, you can see that body is moving in a circular path. But when it moves in a circular path, you can see that body is constantly changing the direction. And whenever the body constantly changes the direction, there is a change in the velocity also. Although we cannot feel that there is a change in velocity or not, but due to the change in direction, there is always a change in the velocity. And due to this change in the direction and change in the velocity, this motion is also called as accelerated motion. If a body moves in a circular path or a circular motion, this motion is also known as accelerated motion, because velocity keeps on changing with a change in the direction. And one thing should be also noted, that if we are finding the velocity in this case, the formula will be same, s upon t. S is the distance upon t, but this distance has to be taken in circular path. So this s will be added as 2 pi r upon t. So s is the distance covered in a single path, a single circle, and that is 2 pi r upon t. So this is the standard formula for finding the velocity. So this is the elementary idea about the circular motion, which is given in the chapter. So now we will be going for some numerical practices in equation of motion. Already you know that there are three equations of motion that we have told you. V is equal to u plus at. Second, S is equal to ut plus half at square. Third is called V square minus u square is equal to 2s. Dear student, listen one thing, that these equation of motions have to be applied as per your convenience. If you have given a value of V, U, A, S, T, we have to apply the easiest or the proper equation of motion, so that your calculation should not go long and your calculation should not be so lengthy. So how you have to use, we are showing some examples through the numericals. We are reading the numericals for you, and then we'll state the steps. You have to clearly follow them, observe them for 2 or 3 times, and then practice them in some copy, so that you should not have any problem. First question we'll be taking: if a body increases its velocity or speed from 36 km per hour to 72 km per hour in 10 seconds, what is the acceleration and distance covered during this time or that time? So whenever we do the numerical, it's always suggested to write the known quantity and unknown quantity. So in this question we have to find the acceleration also, and we have to find the distance also. They are the unknown quantity that we are doing. And after writing the unknown quantity, let's come to the known quantity. Body increases its speed from 36 to 72. Please understand the question. Velocity from 36 to 72. So this is the final velocity and this is the initial velocity. So what you will write, v is equal to 72 km per hour, and as I told, kilometer per hour cannot be taken in the numerical. So what we have to do, we have to multiply by 5 upon 18. So if you simplify it, you get a 20 meter per second. Please follow these steps very clearly. Initial velocity is 36 km per hour. Again, we have what we're going to do, multiply by 5 upon 18, cancel it, you get 10. So now you got the v and u in terms of meter per second. Time is given in 10 seconds, so there is no need of converting into seconds. It is already in seconds. So now what you have to do, we have to put in the formula of acceleration, and everybody knows what is the formula of acceleration, v minus u by t. Put the v value 20 here, u 10 here, upon time given 10. So 10 upon 10, it becomes 1 meter per second square. So now you have got the value of acceleration. So how to find s? Now please understand that for calculating s, what we have done, we have applied the third equation. It is good to apply the third equation. So we have reversed the side because there is an unknown quantity on left hand side. So we have written this equation like this. You can write anywhere. V square minus u square is equal to 2s, or you can write 2as is equal to v square minus u square, that is the same. So 2as is equal to v square minus u square. Now put the value 2. What is the a just now you find? 1. What do you have to find? S is equal to v 20 square minus u 10 square. Further going for the calculation, 2s, 2 into s, 1, 20 square, 400, 10 square, 100. So see the calculation, 2s is equal to 300, 400 minus 100, 300, s is equal to 300 by 2, so you get 150. Please check the calculations and steps so that you can practice them well. So I hope this is clear with everybody. Now we come to the second question of second pattern. Now what we are doing, we are reading the question for you. A bus starting from rest, right? A bus starting from rest moves with a uniform acceleration 0.1 meter per second square for 2 minutes. Find the speed acquired and b distance traveled. Always write the given quantity first. What is the given quantity? A, 0.1 meter per second square. What is the time given? 2 minutes. So we understand what are given, what are not given. What do we have to find? Speed acquired v. What is to be found? Distance s. But can you tell me, if the body starts from rest, what is the initial velocity? It means your initial velocity is going to be 0. So if a body starts from the rest, your initial velocity will be 0. So by writing all these values, we can start the numerical, but one thing also to be noted, that time is given in minutes. So what we have to do, 2 multiplied by 60, that conversion is compulsory because second has to be taken. Minute we cannot take it for the calculation. These steps has to be followed to do the numerical, otherwise they will go wrong. So applying the first equation, v is equal to u plus 80. Please see the step. V is equal to u means 0 plus a 0.1 into time. Just now we have found 120. So 0 has no meaning. So 1.1 means 1 by 10 into 120. So your v comes 12 meter per second. So once you get a value of v, again what we can do, we can put in the third equation 2as, the same way we can reverse the side. 2as is equal to v square minus u square. 2a. A. What is the a given? 0.1 into s is equal to, what is the v just now you found? 12 square. What was your 0? What was your u? 0. So 2 into 0.1, 0.2. 0.2 means 2 by 10. You can write 1 upon 10 also here. So 2 upon 1 by 10. 12 square, 144. It becomes 0, so 0 is square. S is equal to 140 cross multiplying 140 by 2. S is equal to 720 meter. So these steps has to be understood, practiced and observed carefully. These questions are extremely important and based on equation of motion. And you have seen that already we are applying the first equation of motion, second equation of motion, and subsequent examples we can be using second equation of motion also. So we have to see that a particular equation of motion has to be used. So we are coming to the last question for today. The language what I am reading to be understood first. If a bus traveling at a velocity of 72 km per hour applying the brakes comes to the rest in 10 seconds. Calculate the retardation, B, distance traveled and average. So question has to be read at least 2 times. Understood the question कि बस किस स्पीड पे चल रहा है 72. क्या किया उसने? ब्रेक लगाया. Comes to the rest in 10 seconds. यानी अब when body has applied the brake, its initial velocity which was 72 now becomes final velocity 0. It means in this condition u is not 0. What is 0? Final velocity is 0. Already it was going in 72. So initial velocity was 72. Final velocity was 0. What you need to find? You have to find the retardation A. You have to find S. And we have to find average velocity with the formula that I will tell later. So what step you have to do first? You have to convert 72 into meter per second by multiplying 5 upon 18, cancelling. So you get 20 meter per second, again 72. So directly we can use the formula acceleration V minus U upon T. What is V? Final velocity 0. What's your U? 20. So it is minus 20 upon 10. You get a minus 2. It's showing in negative value. So what is this acceleration called? Retardation. So what you have found? A retardation. And again to find the S, we are using the third equation. 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. 2, what is A? Minus 2S. B 0 minus U 20 square. Multiplying minus 4S. This becomes 0, so no value. 20 square minus is there, so minus 400. Minus minus gets cancelled. S is equal to 400 by 4. What answer you get? 100. Practice them. Find, at least observe the calculation for 2 or 3 times. Try to do of yourself. And let's come to the last one, that is average velocity. What we do? Initial velocity and final velocity by 2. So final plus initial velocity, final velocity plus initial velocity by 2. You have to take a mean of that. So 0 plus 20 upon 2, 20 by 2, so your answer comes 10. So this is the average velocity we have found. So by this way we have to do the numericals, practice them and see the steps properly. I am hopeful that most of you are doing these questions and practicing them, but I've always told you that that any queries, anything, you are free to contact me and tell me your problems. So next time we'll do some more numericals and some numeric based on average speed also. So for then, stay safe and thank you so much.